Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another foundation review. We are going to be reviewing the Fenty Beauty new hydrating foundations. I know this whole channel has become a fucking foundation review center, but I promise you I will be reviewing other things. I'm going to be buying eyeshadow palettes, other things to review. I will change it up, I promise, but there's just been so many foundations coming out right now that I'm like, I want to try them all, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and just get started. I'm gonna read the facts about this foundation like I always do, and then we are gonna get started with the application, wear test, and finish it off with what our thoughts will be. Do we like it? Do we love it? Will we skip it? Will we return it? Oh my god, the 20% off is going on right now, and I just might buy stuff. Oh my god. This foundation has the same shades as the other release, the matte foundation. You are, let's say, the shade 300. You're going to be the shade 300 in the matte one. I did a review on that foundation. I did like it, but I didn't love it, you know. It didn't turn into my new favorite. I did finish the bottle though, but I didn't repurchase. It's not the type of foundation that I personally would repurchase. Hopefully this one is a hit for me, so I can, you know, finally say I have a favorite foundation from Fenty Beauty, because currently, girl, I do not have one. So this one is the Pro Filtr Hydrating Longwear Foundation. It was $35. It has a lot of foundation shades. It has 4 stars out of 5. It is a hydrating longwear foundation that delivers comfortable medium to full coverage in a natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin. So it didn't include for oily skin, so this is not supposed to work for me. But girl, we are gonna try and see if it will work for me. So the coverage is medium, the finish is natural, the formulation is liquid, skin type normal, dry in combination, not oily. It is cruelty free. Okay, so it says Rihanna created this formula with grape seed oil and sodium hyaluronate to make a foundation that normal and dry skin types will love. Let's just go ahead and get started. Let's unbuckle this baby. It's in the shade 300. It comes in a squeezy tube, and it says to massage well if needed, pump and squeeze tubes simultaneously to release air. Okay, girl, okay. I always use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer all over my face. For my oily parts of my skin, I'm going to use my Clean Slate Smoothing Primer by Tarte. My skin has been going through hell because I feel like I've been testing too many foundations that I've just been breaking the frick out. It was kind of weird that it's a squeezy tube, but it has a pump, which is kind of cool that, you know, they try to make it a little bit more fancy. But it was kind of weird to see this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. And we're going to do one full pump first. That's a full pump. And it's pretty. That's a really small pump. I don't even think this will fill my whole face up. This is probably like half of my face. This is really reminding me of the Maybelline foundation, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's reminding me of the foundation. Damn, this baby did not come to play, girl. This is the side of the face with the foundation, and this is the side of the face without the foundation. It looks dewy. Well, actually, I don't think it looks super dewy like the Maybelline one. This one kind of looks a little bit more matte. I do really like it. It has some full, medium to full coverage. I feel like if I did another layer down here, it will be a full coverage. You can still see a little bit of that pimple. I think the color is good. I don't think it's a bad match for me. Let me go ahead and do this other side of the face. I need another pump because I technically used the whole pump, but let's just go ahead and do one more pump for the other side of the face. That's already 2 pumps. So if you're gonna need this to be a full coverage, you're probably gonna need 2.5 to 3 pumps, which is a lot of pumps. It blends super duper fast. It looks so smooth on the skin. It's really reminding me of the Maybelline foundation, and maybe this will be, remember how I said the Maybelline one was not going out foundation, but it's a really pretty finish, so it would only be during the day because it has SPF. This one might just be, if you like the finish of the Maybelline one, girl, this might just be your going out foundation. And it might just be mine too, because I am loving it. I am obsessed with this finish. I think on my Urban Decay review, I was saying that I'm not into the dewy foundation. But bitch, I think I just might have like did a 360, because first of all, I love the Maybelline one and it was a super dewy foundation, even more dewy than this, because this is kind of like setting already. Look at the finish. This is not matte. I think I am loving more of a dewy foundation for my skin, because it doesn't really emphasize texture and it makes your skin look super smooth. This is what it looks like currently. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face. Our check-in time will be, where is my phone, girl? Where is my phone? Our check-in time is gonna be 11:15. Let's just make it 11 because, you know, I started applying this foundation a while ago. I'm gonna show you how it looks outside in natural lighting, because you know these lights are super bright and it might alter the look of the foundation. Let's just do another 10-hour wear test. Might as well. I will see you guys when I'm all 0 to 100. My foundation finish looks so freaking good, you don't even understand. Hopefully it doesn't get too oily throughout the day, because I do have really oily skin. I don't know how many times I'm gonna mention it, but I do have really oily skin, and this foundation is not supposed to be meant for us oily people. I did have a little bit of trouble on this side. I don't know if you guys can see just a little tiny patch right here. Like I have a patch of bronzer and just everything just wouldn't blend right here. I don't think I said it right, that the bronzer kind of you know, attached to the foundation. This pimple right here didn't really cover, and I did do 2 layers. So I would say if you have very acne prone skin, I don't think this foundation would cover up on the first layer or the second one, so you might have to do 3 layers to cover them puppies up, because this one you can still see the brownness from it, but everything else looks really good. If you're interested in anything that I'm wearing on my face right now, I will link everything in the description box, so check that out if you're interested in anything. When I start noticing a little bit of changes, I will come right back to the camera and I will show you how it is looking so far. So let's go outside. So I'm here outside to show you how the foundation is looking so far. It's more of a satin to skin like finish. So I did powder this puppy up. I baked just to see how long wearing this would be for an oily person like me. So yeah, this is how it's looking. I will come back when I start noticing some changes. So I'm outside once again. It is currently 5:20 p.m. I have been wearing this foundation for about 7 hours, and you guys, it looks perfectly good. It looks dewy as any other foundation that's luminous would look. It looks really nice. Only skin that would usually get oily is my forehead, my T-zone, and my forehead, but right now I feel like my whole entire face is dewy, glowy, oily. I don't know what you would call it. I feel like right now I would call it dewy, and maybe around 3 more hours or 4 more hours I would call it oily, because right now I just feel like I look hydrated and my skin looks a little drenched, you know, a little moisturized or whatever. Like, it looks good. I wouldn't mind this foundation wearing like this for 7 hours. Obsessing over it. I am loving it more than the matte one, which is surprising because I thought I was gonna like the matte one since I'm oily, but I like the luminous better. I don't know, this is weird. This is my 7-hour check-in. I will do another check-in in 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. We will see how long we will wear this foundation. I'm currently outside with my dogs because they just like to be outside and fucking be in the grass and be weird. They're weird dogs. I'll see you guys in a little bit. It's currently 9:40, so I've been wearing this for almost 11 hours. If I was to wear this foundation, it will be probably for like 5 to 6 hours, just because I am really oily, and this did get extremely oily on my face, my nose, my upper lip, and then I was eating soup, so the soup got over here and it did kind of like remove my foundation, but everywhere else I look extremely oily, extremely greasy, extremely disgusting. But yeah, other than that, I do recommend this foundation because I love the finish. I feel like it would be even more long wearing on dry skin people. If I got oily and it still looks put together at the 7 to 8 hours, I can just imagine how it will look for a dry person. It's a good foundation. Just don't wear it for too long if you're an oily person. I'm super duper sleepy already. My eyes are getting watery. I'm ready to take this makeup off because I've had it for 11 freaking hours and it's way too long. Way too long, boo boo. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.